But that's okay. Happy Women's Month out there to everybody. Women's History Month.
All right, let's cue in the music.
Audio Jungle.
All right, we're back once again. This is the CSRN podcast, our weekend review. Jody, it is National Women's Month, all right?
National Women's History Month.
Women's History Month. Thank you for correcting me. I didn't know I was going to get corrected just out the gate. Hey, listen.
You got laps.
Okay, all right. Hey, what we're going to do right now is put on our intro video. That way you can like, share, and comment. This is the CSRN podcast, a weekend review. We'll be right back.
I must confess that that dream that I had that day has at many points turned into a nightmare. Now, the other thing that we've got to come to see now that many of us didn't see too well during the last 10 years, that is that racism
not guilty
is still alive in American society and much more widespread.
Broke his neck after Baltimore police.
A handful of protesters, a handful of criminals and thugs who...
Many in moments of anger, many in moments of deep bitterness, engage in riots. And as long as America postpones justice, we stand in the position of having these recurrences of violence and riots over and over again. Social justice and progress are the absolute guarantors of riot prevention.
Mr. Gray's death was a homicide.
The Negro was freed from the bondage of physical slavery.
The athletes marched onto a stage.
But at the same time, the nation refused to give him land to make that freedom meaningful. Freedom without land to cultivate. Freedom and famine at the same time.
And create jobs for our people.
The
Negro is to be free. He must move down into the inner resources of his own soul and sign with a pen and ink of self-assertive manhood his own Emancipation Proclamation. But I want to get the language right tonight. I want to get the language so right that everybody here will cry out, yes, I'm black, I'm proud of it, I'm black and beautiful. Individually, we are poor when you compare us with white society in America. We are poor. Collectively, we are richer than all the nations in the world with the exception of 9. That's power right there if we know how to prove it. We begin the process of building a greater economic base. And at the same time, we are putting pressure where it really hurts. We don't have to argue with anybody. We just need to go around to these stores and to these massive industries in our country. Say, God sent us by here to say to you that you're not treating his children right. We we come by here to ask you to make the first item on your agenda fair treatment where God's children are concerned. Now, if you're not prepared to do that, we do have an agenda that we must follow. And our agenda calls for withdrawing economic support from you. We mean business now, and we are determined to gain our rightful place in God's world.
We are back. This is the CSRN podcast, our weekend review where we come to you live from Mott Branch Library. So shout out to Kevin and the staff that always rolls out the red, black, and green carpet for us. We don't have a lot of time today for you and I to go back and forth. So let's get into some introductions. I'm Brother Washington Muhammad, one of the co-founders of CSRN and also an active and registered member of the Nation of Islam here in Toledo. And we just celebrated Savior's Day last week, which is the annual convention that we have. And we just happened to have it in Detroit this year. So I didn't have to drive to Chicago or in February. I'm just asking for trouble. Hey, let's get into some intros. What am I wearing today? Oh, I'm also one of the co-founders along with Mike Leonardi and Jabril Bay. It was both of those brothers in 2014 that came up with the idea of community solidarity. And that meant that you didn't have to ask permission to do good. And you didn't have to be a pastor, preacher, politician, or professional. Just have a bullhorn and some facts, and we can make it happen. And they called me into the fold maybe after the first or second event. We had those events on a Tuesday, and Jody, here we are 12 years later making it happen. Today I have on my CSRN Toledo shirt. I think that I have one, you have one. We're going to start selling these again if we can get them made.
I know a person.
Okay, all right. That's an all about good ideas. Start out. What he says, I know a person. It says hashtag all Black Lives Matter, justice or else. I've got on a black hat. I've got my glasses on. I've got these glasses from Kristen Moncrief from Optical Twix in Between. So if you see her, let her know that I mentioned it so that you can get your, what is it, 20%? The 25%. Hey, yeah, she can, if she can find me. All right. Well, I ain't hard to find.
Hunt you down with the bus.
But go see her. She has not only the bus, but also the brick and mortar on the corner of Bancroft and Franklin. And yes, she's got some really great styles, and everything that other company has, she has. I got my black hat on and my beads. And then as always, I'm dedicated to respecting, protecting, and defending all Black bodies, no matter the cost, no matter the gains or loss. This is the home of Black Lives Matter and Justice or Else. And Jody, we're doing this for the activist culture and the protest community. Often, whenever we want a platform to say some of the things that we need to say, we've got to wait in line or wait for one of the television stations or newspapers to call us back. Well, let's just have our own. And we've been doing this for the past 12 years. I think that's all I wanted to give of my intro and what I'm wearing. If you could do your intro, and then we'll get right to our mission statements, guiding principles, and then we can get it in with Reinvest Toledo.
Awesome. What's up, everybody? Jody J. Summers, child of the system, better known as Spoken Truth. Treasurer of this wonderful organization that's been going on for the almost 12 years now. So this year. Oh,
I said 12. I just put us over the edge. All right.
Yeah,
okay. All right.
Something for over a decade. I'm noticing a lot of things. Shout out to Avis Files. I saw something online about her taking a different position from Brothers United and Pathways and stuff like that. A lot of things. I just finished up with Pink for Paco, our 10-year anniversary of that. So, as you get older, you realize that, you've done some good work out there. But I want to thank everybody for coming back and joining us. Sorry for my absence last week. I was stuck in Massachusetts thanks to the blizzard and act of God and all that good stuff. But I'm back now. I'm happy to see everybody in the comments and all the reactions and stuff like that. Happy Women's History Month for all of you out there celebrating that, or the 7 other things that are going on within the the things of remembrance and everything like that. We also want to, appreciate you for coming and watching us each and every single Tuesday. We also want to thank you for checking out the shorts. Brother Washington's been doing an awesome job. On
okay, yeah, I have. Okay,
and stuff like that, keeping you guys engaged. But again, we have some great guests here, so my intro is not going to be too long. I always forget what I'm wearing, but for those of you out there, of course, is a branding hat and stuff like that. The shirt that I'm wearing, which you almost never see because now I've added something from Salem. I picked up a pyrite.
That's a lot of stuff.
But see, my favorite answer to this is,
all right.
when people ask me how heavy are they, I say they weigh less than the chains my ancestors had to carry. These are the things that remind me of the weight that I carry, of the decades and the time that I've spent trying to encourage my community. So not that much. But underneath is, speaking of Optio Go, our summer camp that we do every year. We'll be doing our 3rd year with Kirsten Moncrief and Nicola and Fletcher Ward and everybody there at The Truth. I believe The Flame Candle is having her grand opening. So if you ever wonder where I get all my senses from, that will be her. But outside all that, whatever the world is going through, whichever way you feel about the war and all the distraction, please go vote if you are able to in May as an official and an elected official. It is my duty to remind you that while we are being distracted. Outside of distractions, here's our mission statement and
guiding principles,
which are the walls and foundation that we stand on. So when me and Brother Washington are gone and you don't see our face on camera, we might be getting wheeled up to do that one last fist. We can leave a foundation for people to stand on. So it's how we started. This is the bare bones of our stuff. And when anybody comes in, these are kind of like our bylaws, our stuff that you just don't break. Anyway. We are the Community Solidarity Response Network of Toledo, formed on November 25th, 2014, the day after it was announced that the killer, a Ferguson, Missouri police officer of Michael Brown, an unarmed teenager, would not be indicted. We bring awareness to the injustices experienced by Black men, women, and children who are disproportionately murdered, provoked, attacked, and harassed by law enforcement. Police brutality has to end. We bring awareness to the fact that most often, yes, most often, police brutality goes without consequence and accountability. We utilize the tactics of protest, civil disobedience, event disruption, and citizen advocacy to give voice, yes, voice to those who are otherwise voiceless. We facilitate progressive, community-based events that help foster self-development, and we discuss measures to hold local leadership accountable, yes, accountable to their sworn duties. Be they politician, clergy, law enforcement, educators, etc., etc. We want justice, equal justice under the law. We want justice applied equally to all, yes, all, regardless of class, creed, or color. For all lives to matter, Black lives, yes, Black lives must matter. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr.
And hopefully maybe later on we'll get into our Black Lives Matter moment.
Yep.
And hopefully one of us will talk about the flag raising that.
We got our flag back. And shout out to everybody that went out and took pictures and celebrated. And it wasn't like I didn't know, because we do it every single year. We're going to do it next year. We're going to do it till there's no more breath in our lungs, as long as that stuff.
And you know what I like to add to the flag raising, there's a way that the gentleman folded our flag
with respect.
Man, look, so be it the will of the universe, because I don't know if I'm gonna be here next year. I'm gonna try hard. All right. But I also want to see if we can have the flag folding ceremony. We put it up and make it a thing that those, that we can fold it and make a thing out of that in the Black History Month.
I like that idea.
Right. These are our guiding principles. We found these guiding principles in 2015 at the Movement of Black Lives. It was an event that all of the organizers were either 40 years old or younger. So I was the oldest person there. And they had some guiding principles, and we took them and we remixed them, and we created our own CSRN guiding principles. All Black Lives Matter, queer Black lives, trans Black lives, formerly and presently incarcerated Black lives, poor working class Black lives, wealthy Black lives, differently able Black lives, Black men and women lives, immigrant Black lives, Black elderly and children lives. All Black Lives Matter and are the creators of this space. We throw no one under the bus. We rise together. Ashe.
Ashe.
And Ashe means one who changes a thing or one who makes a thing happen. Thriving instead of surviving. Our vision is based on the world we want, not the one we're currently in. We seek to transform, not simply react. We want our people to thrive, not just exist. Think beyond the possible. Ashe?
Ashe.
Experimentation and innovation must be built into our work. Embrace the best tools, practices, and tactics, and leave those behind that no longer serve us. Ashe.
Ashe.
Evaluation and assessment must be built into our culture. Critical reflection must be a part of all of our work. We learn from our mistakes and our victories. Ashe.
Ashe.
Principal struggle can exist in a positive environment. We must be honest with one another by embracing direct, loving communication. Ashe.
Ashe.
Love, self-love is practiced in every element of all we do. Love and self-love must be a driver of our work and an indicator of our success. Without this principle and without healing, we will harm each other and undermine our movement. Ashe.
Ashe.
360-degree vision. We honor past struggles and wisdom from elders. The work we do today builds the foundations of movements of tomorrow. We consider our mark on future generations. Ashe.
Ashe.
Self-care means we build resilient spaces by budgeting time, energy, and resources for healing. Self-care is a regular, consistent, intentional, and essential practice. Ashe.
Ashe.
The most directly affected people are experts at their own lives and should be in leadership at the center of our movement and telling their stories directly. Ashe.
Ashe.
Training and leadership development should be fundamental. Our movement must constantly grow and leadership must constantly multiply. Ashe.
Ashe.
All right. So before we take a short break, we're going to look into next year. We'll have the flag raiser ceremony, and big shout out to the Port Authority, Lucas County Commissioners, the President, Lisa Sebecki, and who am I missing? The NAACP. We don't say AA, we say AA. All right, get it right. In their leadership for assisting us in making that happen. Right.
And all the other celebrations that follow once the flag raising, because somebody was asking me, oh, big whoop, you do this for one day. And I'm like, well, before we started this 6 years ago, during the month of Black History, if you notice, nobody goes into chambers. Now they all go into chambers and get their award and get their recognition locally. So check that out.
Yeah, I mean, and if somebody's saying big whoop, it's a great chance you're not doing anything. All right.
True.
So it is what it is. Hey, they know where they can find me. My name is Jody Summer. All right. You know where to, we on that camera. Y'all know where to find me. All right. Hey, look, let's take a short break. We're going to come back with Reinvest Toledo. This is the CSRN podcast, our week in review. We'll be right back.
Canal. En esta hermosísima ciudad de Orlando.
I'm here in Barranquilla, Colombia, and in sunny Miami. Daytona Beach, mis amigos, that's where we're at today.
Desde la ciudad de Cartagena, Colombia.
We are in Orlando right now, here in Florida.
Hola, I'm Helene Sheets, Director of Marketing and Communications at beautiful Lourdes University, and we've been a proud sponsor and supporter of Voces Latinas TV for over a decade. It has been a fantastic partnership. It's been our doorway into the Latino community. We've met so many incredible people, created so many partnerships. Our students absolutely love the connections we've made through Voces Latinas TV, and we're looking forward to at least another decade, 2 decades.
I'm Dr. P. Not only am I a leadership coach, I'm a change agent, and I'm a race scholar. I've used my study of race to dismantle systems and organizations, but I also use that to help you as the individual become a better leader for your families and for your community.
Audio Jungle.
All right, we are back. This is the CSRN podcast, our weekend review. Hey, every once in a while, we need to show, Jody, we need to show some of the B-rolls, what happens when the commercial is on and what's being said. Well, let me kick us out the library. All right. What's that? Be careful for what you ask for. You might just get it. Hey, family, every time we have a guest on our CSRN weekend review, it's always the same. It's part of our culture, who you are. What are you wearing? And what are we talking about? So, hey, just like anything else, who are you? What are you wearing today? And what are we talking about?
Oh, my name is Lori Hammond, and today I'm wearing the beautiful gift that God gave me of a face full of freckles.
Oh, okay. All right.
And just some simple box braids and a simple gray blouse.
All right. Reinvest Toledo. What's your role with Reinvest Toledo, and why should people know about it?
Okay, well, my role with Reinvest Toledo, first and foremost, I'm a coalition member from the Old West End Cushing Utopia neighborhood. And I am now contracted with Reinvest as a project coordinator for the Toledo Neighborhood Capacity Building Institute through the city of Toledo, as well as the Make It Make Sense project with WGTE.
All right, so I've heard about the Make It Make Sense earlier in the studio.
Okay.
I've heard that term before.
Yes.
I say it a lot at work, all right? Hey, y'all got to make it make sense, all right?
Make it make sense.
Right. Why don't I have a raise? And if my boss is listening, hey, it's just for the podcast, all right? All right. So what is the Make It Make Sense program, and what makes it so unique?
The Make It Make Sense program is designed to reach out to our youth, to give them an avenue, an opportunity to tell their stories by their own narration, not being stereotyped and what a lot of people think the youth in our community would be. There's so much talent out there, and we just want to tap into it. Let them get behind the camera. Let them do some video editing. Let them create an opportunity for a career to change their lives.
All right, so they get a chance to create their own content, and that could be poetry, could it be singing, could it be?
It makes sense to them, whatever their story would be.
All right. What are some of the success stories that you've seen for the young people that are given an opportunity to create for themselves?
Actually, this is my first year serving as project coordinator for Make It Make Sense. So I'm really looking forward to seeing it all come to fruition.
Okay. What are the ages of the young people that can participate in this?
I do believe that it's age 18 to 24. 18 to 24.
All right. So apparently we're talking about being creative. So how are you creative? All right. What is it that you do? All right. Let's go. All right.
Oh, let's see. The way that I am creative, I am a self-educated creative design artist. I do small publications for various small organizations that cannot afford a staff for themselves. In regards to painting or things like that, I can try. I could paint a wall.
Okay, all right.
I can paint a wall. Some years ago, I did dabble in poetry a little bit, and then I became a mom. And so now I look at my creative being as just depositing in to my children and my 14 grandchildren and encouraging them to really profound upon their own creative talents.
Okay, and talking about Make It Make Sense, when did you know that you were what I guess the young people call it creatives? At least that's what Jody tells me to say. When did you know that you were creative?
I had a few individuals, they actually invited me to be a part of certain projects. And I never thought of myself as a creative person. But if I have my own story to tell, that's as much creativity as I need. So I guess just by being asked, it was an organic thing that happened.
Okay, and you talked about you may have dabbled in and out of poetry.
Yes.
Man, do you have anything that that you can recite so that the young people that are watching, yes, I guess they didn't put this in the memo to you, so that for any of the young people that are watching Lori from Make It Make Sense, man, what she's about to do is reach in the back of her creative mind and come up with something so that the other young people will realize that, wow, if Miss Lori can do it, I'm sure that I can. So when you were writing, what type of poems would you write?
Inspirational. I went to a private school from 3 years old up until my freshman year of high school. And there was one poem, I don't know how I'm remembering it, but because it's a long time ago.
Well, we have a way of doing this remembering thing.
Okay.
So it's going to be there in about 3 seconds.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
What was the name of the poem and why was it so inspirational?
The name of the poem was Unique Rose. And I think it was inspirational for me because of a time that I was going through in my life as a tween. And just not feeling understood, being in an environment of people that did not look like me. And just trying to find my worth.
What's it like working with Amelia Gibbons? I've never got a chance. I've only got a chance to admire her from afar and see the people that are around her. It's like, man, she has the dream team. All right. Jody just asked me. I'm sorry, Jody. But what's it like working with Amelia, and how does she inspire all of us to do our best?
Working with Amelia is like taking a drink of water after you've been out in the desert for a long time. She really pours into you. She sees things in you that you would never imagine you could see in yourself. She is encouraging. She makes you respect your worth. And when I say make, I don't mean it in a condescending way, but she just continues to encourage you. She speaks life into you. She speaks prosperity into you, and she just reminds you to take hold of it and just go.
I'm going to add I'm going to add it right now. For those that want to find out about the Make It Make Sense, would that be on the website?
Not yet.
Okay, it's coming on the website soon, but I still want you to go to what am I saying? Oh, I still want you to go to reinvesttoledo.org to find out a lot of the things regarding advocacy, connectivity, training, and some of the behind the scenes so that all of us can change the narrative. And particularly with young people, we always tell them, not right now. It's not your time. Later, you can't do that. Let's wait till next week. Wait till your mom get home. Wait till your dad get home. All right. All of those types of things that keeps them waiting. I got two other things to ask you about patience working with young people. What type of patience does it take to work with our young people today?
Most important is to take a pause and listen to what they have to say. That's the biggest problem. We're always telling the young people what they need to do, but we're not understanding why they're doing what they're doing, how they're feeling. So that is first and foremost, and just giving them the space to be themselves.
Okay. In CSRN, within our guiding principles, we talk about self-care. What is it that you do to rebalance at the end of the day or at the end of the week that you can share or lie with all of us? What is it that you do, Lori?
First and foremost, I pray.
Okay.
It starts my week and it ends my week. And then I am good to pop my earbuds in my ear, turn on some good music, however I'm feeling, however I'm dressed at that particular moment, and just letting the music carry me away a little bit.
Okay.
And of course, I do throw a mean bowling ball. So
okay.
I bowl a little bit.
Oh, what you bowl?
We're not even going to talk
Okay,
about it.
I was gonna say I bowl a 26.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, you can get that just showing up. Obviously, Jim laughing over there. All right, you don't be laughing off camera. All right. Lastly, we're big on gratitude, and that also helps us within the activist community and protest culture, because we know that we can't solve every problem today, but we do have some special things that we have within ourselves. 3 things that you're grateful for, Lori. What would those 3 things be?
First and foremost, having another opportunity to sit here today, just for this day.
Okay, all right.
Second, for my family, for my husband, Mark.
Okay, all right. Shout out to Mark. All right, hey, you know who you are. All right, all right, Mark.
For of course, my children and my grandchildren, they fall in there with my husband. And then for just this opportunity to stretch out and provide my community with some of my my talents and service.
For the timeline for the Make It Make Sense, when should we see some literature? When should we see some flyers or a start date for that?
We'll start seeing some literature coming out the latter part of March, first part of April, and the momentum will pick up from there.
Do you mind coming back so that we could be a part of the Make It Make Sense rollout to talk with young people about getting involved?
Absolutely. That would be, I would, if you could schedule us to come back in the fall, because that's when it will be underway.
And if you wanted one of the young people to also be on and talk about the Make It Make Sense program, because sometimes that near peer can be inspirational too. Hey, that's fine with us too.
Thank you very much.
Hey, anything else before we take a short break and come back? I think we're coming back with Brittany, Jody, Jim. I don't know. Sound like a singing group.
No, I don't have anything else.
All right, thank you, Lori. All right,
thank
you, Lori.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Ben, we're going to come right back. This is the CSRN podcast, our week in review. We will be right back.
Welcome back to the Elgic channel. In our last video, we learned how to properly clean our TV for that perfect movie night. In case you missed it, you can check it out by clicking the link below. But what's a TV without its remote control? It's the accessory that gets handled the most and collects a lot of germs, dust, and grime. So today, we're giving it a proper clean to keep it fresh and ready for use. And the best part is that these same steps can also be used for streaming sticks, gaming controllers, and even household appliance remotes. Now, let's get it clean. To clean your remote, all you need are household items. You'll need a microfiber cloth, a small brush or toothbrush, a toothpick, rubbing alcohol or bleach-free disinfecting wipes, and a cotton swab. Now, to clean our remote, first, remove the batteries. Then, tap the back to shake out loose debris. Use a toothbrush and toothpick to remove crumbs and dirt between the buttons. Next, for an initial wipe, dampen your microfiber cloth with alcohol or use disinfecting wipes to wipe down the front, back, and side of the remote. Remember, never spray liquid directly on any controller. To ensure the areas around the buttons are disinfected, dip a cotton swab in alcohol, squeeze out the excess, and wipe the nooks and crannies around the buttons. Then, do a final wipe down. Lastly, allow the remote to air dry before reinstalling the batteries. And there you have it, a fresh and disinfected remote control. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos just like this one. You can click the link in the description box below for our other tutorials. And don't forget, cleaning is a family affair. See you next time, and as always, let's get it clean.
We are back. This is the CSRN podcast, our weekend review, where we come to you live from my branch library. Hey, shout out to Lori from Make It Make Sense, along with Reinvest Toledo. Family, every time we have our podcast, whenever we have a special guest on, and man, if you've been a guest on here before, and if I said that you were special, you were, all right? But we got Amelia on today. So we always ask who you are, what are you wearing, and what are we talking about today?
My name is Amelia Gibbons. I am the executive director of Reinvest Toledo. I'm also a small business owner. My company's name is AG Standbox. I am wearing a sweater, a striped gray and white sweater, and some black jeans. And I am also wearing glasses from Kristen's.
Oh, okay.
shop.
Man, that's
And
like,
they're red
hey,
frames. They're my power glasses. I put the red on
check
when I
that
know I got to
out.
be out in front of people. It gives me confidence. So I love Kristen. I love the work.
Yeah.
I love her commitment to community. She is a supporter of Reinvest, not just with words, but with dollars as a small business owner.
That's
So I just
right.
really appreciate her. So definitely shout out to Kristen and taking care of her people and our ability to literally see.
And Jody said it's Women's History Month. And I think that history is made right now because if I'm not mistaken, Kristen Moncrief may be the first woman to have an optical bus.
I believe you're right.
Never saw that before. So anybody else that's doing it, I saw Kristen do it first. All right, that should be at least worth 30% off my next glasses. All right, this is like the third pair I bought from her. All right, all right.
Kristen, I have 4 pair and I co-sign, so I should get 40% off. Just putting it out there.
All right, okay, that's what's up. All right, Reinvest Toledo. What is Reinvest Toledo, and what would you like to share about the things that that Reinvest Toledo does?
So Reinvest Toledo is a coalition that our mission is very simple. We want to affect positive change in low to moderate income communities through neighborhood leadership development. That is our mission in a nutshell. The tools we use to help develop leaders are advocacy, training, and connectivity. That is what, after decades of doing this work in the nonprofit arena, it became very clear to me. A couple of things became clear to me. Primarily, we did not have a platform that we could use to develop not only grassroots leaders, but young leaders. That was important. We started out as a volunteer organization in 2015. And in 2019, my company, AG Sandbox, was offered a contract to provide leadership to move the volunteer space into an actual nonprofit. So I spent the past 6 years with the help of an awesome board and support from communities building Reinvest Toledo to become the organization that actually provides that space for leadership. In Toledo, when you say grassroots, you don't think power.
You don't. That's true.
You don't think power.
You true. That's true.
You don't. So our tagline is changing the narrative. And we are about changing the narrative about the value of people in low to moderate income communities. We're changing the narrative that there's this gap and there's no young leaders that are prepared and willing to step up, because they've just been blocked, if you will.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that word because we're on the air now. I want
hey, it's all good.
Right, but there are young leaders who have their own truth.
That's true.
And just because they don't do it the way our elders have did it in the past does not mean that they don't have value and they don't know what they're doing. And so I'm really happy and excited that all these young people are gravitating to Reinvest, because it truly is that platform for them. And we make sure they're connected to decision makers in the community. We make sure they're beginning to learn how to navigate the same systems that were created to help, but oftentimes they do the complete opposite.
That's right.
So connectivity being elevated, their voices being elevated, that is the value of Reinvest. No one's doing this work of advocacy from a community-driven space like we are doing.
And that's true, because I've seen it firsthand. I've seen the young people that you have are the same young people that the older people, and I'm part of that group, so I know. I always tell people I know where the bodies are buried, so I know how my group, and I'm talking about the 60 and over, I know how we do the blocking, all right, because we fear, Amelia, we fear their potential, and we fear their potential to replace us, but they're supposed to.
Absolutely.
They're supposed to. All right, we had Lori on for the Make It Make Sense. That's a dynamic program. Were there some things else that you wanted to add on about the Make It Make Sense?
Yes, and thank you for the opportunity. First of all, Lori did an awesome job.
Yes, she did.
And I think she did a great job in highlighting why it's important that the youth are involved But from my perspective as a community leader, the absolute value of Make It Make Sense is that we are creating another platform with town hall settings beginning in the fall. We are going to invite neighborhood leaders to come in the room and talk to subject matter experts about issues and policies that are happening on a national level that trickles all the way down to
That's
community.
right.
And there's nowhere in community for people to go and talk to the subject matter experts to unpack this stuff, right?
That's right.
We just hear about it. Everybody gets scared because they hear about it on TV,
Yeah.
and then they don't know what to expect and how it's going to impact until it hits.
Right.
And so Make It Make Sense is just that. It's a space for people to talk to decision makers and influencers, make this make sense to us so that we'll know how to react, how to get involved, and how to make informed decisions. It's very difficult for me to make a good decision when I don't have all the information.
And also we get an opportunity to hold our leadership accountable for those who are charged with knowing.
Well, I think, yes. I mean, absolutely. But that's a two-way street. And I always make sure that when I have the opportunity to talk about that, I do, because oftentimes those who are in leadership roles that are attached to systems, there's not a clear path to community, right? I think that we know in our community, sometimes people who raise their hand and say, I'm the leader, always make me nervous, right? I'm like, okay,
I got some feeling right here just when you said that.
And so
I know.
when people who are not familiar with our community, they don't know everybody in the community. If one person can raise their hand and say, I represent everybody, that's not always the fairest or the truest statement, right?
I show them the door.
So I'm just not okay.
Okay. All right. That's on me. All right.
That's on you.
Yeah.
But I will say that I think opportunities like the town halls, and you'll be hearing from Sharday Moss later to talk about the Power Tour. We're creating those very same opportunities this year as well for young people. But just gathering in a space where it's about gaining information, real time, that's relevant. So again, community will be seen as an equitable stakeholder in the decision-making process. That's the gap, right?
Right.
Oftentimes community is the afterthought because people make decisions for us without talking to us first. But where do they go to talk to us? Because do we gather in spaces where we educate ourselves about what is happening and we understand what's going on? Another project that we have that's wrapping up right now under RT, but it's going to continue. It's called the Visionaries Project. And the Visionaries Project was funded by the Greater Toledo Community Foundation, but it's the opportunity for neighbors in Inglewood to gather to learn about land reusage. Specifically, they're talking about the Doler Jarvis, the land there. It's going to go through brownfield remediation. And what happens after that happens, right? What's the next step? How does community sit down and weigh in about what are we going to do with this land in our community? So the Visionaries Project is a year-long learning process where these group of neighbors, it's 8 of them, come together on a monthly basis and they learn about land reusage and how it aligns with the Forward Toledo plan. How do we leverage our voices to make sure that whatever happens on this Doler Jarvis site is no longer Doler Jarvis, it is now land in Inglewood, that the community has some input, right? It's providing those opportunities. That's what Reinvest is about. That's how we develop leadership.
And where we are right now, we're less than a mile from the old Doler Jarvis plant. Yeah. And that's all right. Man, we talk about self-care. We talk about gratitude. What was it about you that makes you do what you do? How did you know that you could? How did you know you can even do this? I'm trying to catch up with one of them.
So I share this story often when I do public speaking. I was the first child in my family to go to an integrated school. Everybody else went to a segregated school.
Right.
So my first day of class, I went into the classroom and the teacher and the principal, because I grew up in Alabama, George Wallace was the governor. So that can just tell you. Right. There you go. Yeah.
Right. Say less. All right. That's
Say
right.
less.
Yeah.
But the first words I heard were, we tried to keep them out of here. And that stole my voice. And I did not think that I belonged in a room full of people who did not look like me, and that my voice and my presence had no value. And as I began to age and, live this one wonderful life that I have been given, I began to understand that my voice does in fact have value, and that it needs to be utilized in a way that makes sense, not for the elevation of self, but for the elevation of others, because the reality of it is I will leave here one day, right? And if I don't prepare and do my part to prepare the next generation, then we will perish. There's just no getting around it. But that takes everybody. I don't think leaders are created. I think leaders are born, right? I think that you can teach a person leadership skills, but a true leader is born with that because it takes something. Leadership is a lonely road, and it takes something to stand when no one else wants to stand with you, or you stand on something that's not popular.
That's right.
And that's one of the things that I always teach my young leaders at Reinvest. Like, this is a long game. If you in it for right now, you're in the wrong space.
That's right. You need to pull up to McDonald's to the drive-through.
The change we want is long. It's the long game, right? If you're not willing to invest time and effort and energy in the long game, then you're in the wrong space, because we're talking about changing the narrative. That's changing minds. That's changing perception.
That's right.
That takes time.
You were talking about creating leaders, and you've got somebody with us today. All right. And we're going to be hearing from them really soon. Who is she, and what makes her special to you?
So the first young leader that I'm bringing that says she'll be here, her name is Brittany Moore. And Brittany is a project coordinator for Raised Voices 2.0. And she can tell you more about that advocacy model and why it's important that we do this work now, the urgency. Brittany first came to RT as a social work intern when she was getting her master's at Bowling Green State University. And she might say she fell in love with the work. I just say I wouldn't let her go. Like, I stalked her.
All right.
Like, Brittany, you can't leave me, But what I loved about Brittany when I met her was her passion, and she is smart. She's strategically smart, right? She is passionate, but Brittany's gonna think, and we need thinkers.
That's right.
Passion will get you in the room, but purpose will keep you in.
That's right.
Right. And so passion got her in the room, but she knows her purpose. And I'm just super, super excited that she has decided to commit her time and energy to reinvest in our mission to change the narrative.
Okay. So before we transition to Brittany, we'll take a short break that will allow us to do some of the behind the curtain magic so that when we come back, she's magically here. So what about you? We talk about self-care and gratitude. Amelia, what is it that you do to rebalance? What do you do for self-care?
Well, I'm an introvert that is forced to do extrovert work, right? So
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's true.
But
I'm
continue.
an introvert.
All right.
I do extrovert work. So I just literally go home and pet my dog and look at the wall.
Okay.
And just because I don't have to talk to anybody, I don't have to hear. No one's asking me what I think. No one's asking me to do anything. And I can just sit there and recharge. I need that quiet space.
I love that.
I need quiet space. And like Lori, clearly my relationship with my creator is the thing that sustains me. That's hands down. And I have a circle of friends and women that pour into me. I'm many people's girl, but everybody not my girl.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right. Apparently, that's right.
So I have those people that I trust to pour into me when there's nothing left. And they know me enough to know what I need, and I trust them enough to receive it.
All right. Lastly.
Wait a minute. I just give a shout out for my kids, because if they hear this,
okay.
Like, Mama, you act like you ain't got no kids, right? So I do want to acknowledge my daughter, Dr. Sharmita Gibbons. She is on the faculty of the University of Toledo, a nurse educator. And my son, Coach Charles Gibbons, he is a career coach. He's also an entrepreneur. Immaculate Solutions is his company, and they are my best work.
Oh, okay. I was about to bring up my children. I'm like, I'll put my children right back in my pocket. Oh, no, my sons, they know I love them. All right. So 3 things, man, that's all right. Okay. All right. 3 things that you're grateful for, Amelia. What would that be?
I am grateful that my community trust me. My value is not the money I make, because you work in nonprofit, you don't make a lot of money. My value is that my community trusts me. And I am grateful for that. That when I call, people return my call. And when I ask people to show up, they show up. Everybody does not have that privilege.
Nope.
And I am grateful that is a privilege given to me by my community. I am grateful that at the end of the day, when my time is done, I know that my legacy will continue, because I've said to Brittany, I've said to Sharday, I've said to all of them, you are my legacy.
That's right.
And you will need to promise me right now that you will continue this work.
I'm going to hold them to that.
And they have promised me that they will continue to work. So I am blessed to see my legacy unfold before me. And I am grateful for those who came before me, whose footprints I follow in.
That's beautiful. Amelia, would you be willing to come back at another time to, especially, I think at the beginning of April, for some of the things that's happening with the Reinvest Toledo, and I really want to get into the make it make sense and see these creative young people do the thing. Would you mind coming back?
I would definitely come back, but as I told you before, brother, I don't go anywhere without my community. So we'll all be in this room.
All right.
Trying to get behind the mic.
All right.
Yeah, it's not about me. It's about
all
them.
Right. And we'll tell Kevin we might need a bigger room.
Yes,
all right.
absolutely.
This might be a reason for us to expand the podcast. All right. You heard it. This is the day that we realized, Jody, that we're gonna need a bigger room and more cameras. So you're gonna have to go. He's a treasure, so come on now. All right. Come on. Dig it in. At least give us another camera. Man.
One more camera.
I know.
One more camera.
He already got what? We get 2 bottles. I got 7 people here. We only got that in the budget. No, we don't. All right. All right. Hey, listen, family. Thank you, Amelia, for being with us and elevating what we do. Thank you once again for including our dynamic youth in the community. We do have a future. All right. And it is bright. Family, this is the CSRN podcast, our week in review. We'll be right back.
Have you ever dreamed of showing the world who you are, showing what you can do? Can you act? Can you dance? Do you have talent? If you do, then come on and get fame. Express yourself where dreams become reality at Fame Studios.
The environment here consists of children and teens that are all ages and all diverse. We offer dance, modeling, acting, and even fitness. We provide daily, weekly, and monthly lessons. Fame Studios is a semi-professional platform with many well-trained instructors.
Ever dreamed of showing the world who you are?
Welcome to Fame Studios.
Get fame today.
Great job, ladies. You can contact us today at 419-699-6769. Hope to see you at Fame Studios.
And hey family, we're live. I'm talking about Brittany Moore, and this is my pre-talk introduce her. And I think in maybe 2020, 2021, our sister, our lead of our administrative core, Ruth Leonard. So Ruth, if you're watching this, definitely we love you. She had moved, and we didn't have some brilliant feminine energy to what we do that makes us CSRN to have that. So it was just like myself, Jody, and a few others, but they didn't equal Ruth. And Brittany was kind of out of the political thing. So I was like, man, and I saw Brittany with Amelia Gibbons, and I'm like, man, Amelia, if only Jody had broke out the bank account, we could at least made an offer of what, $1.5 million a year, 2.3. So it's awesome to have Brittany with us. You are brilliant. You are brilliant. So if you can introduce yourself, what are you wearing, and what are we talking about today, Brittany?
Hi, I'm Brittany Moore. I am representing Reinvest Toledo. I am a project coordinator for Raise Voices 2.0. And today I am wearing a nice purple sweater from Costco.
Okay.
And we want to talk about the glasses, but I see y'all promoting the glasses, so I got to go to Optigo.
That's right. That's right. And get your 50% discount. Anytime
I'm not even going to ask for it.
Anytime we say it more than 3 times, Krista Moncrief, you already know what it is. And it probably ain't that, but all right. Man, look, I'm telling you, not man, Brittany, the conversations that Jody and others have of you when you're not present is something to hear.
Thank you.
And man, what is I'm just all by Jody. I'm just all by having her. You have no idea, Amelia. Well, yes, she does. Yes, Amelia does know what she has in you.
Yeah.
She does, and I'm so grateful that Amelia recognizes that this is how we grow our community. Most of our leaders get carried off the field, and we don't need to get carried off. We need to replicate ourselves. We need to be able to reproduce ourselves so that we can walk off the field. When we're carried off the field, our enemy replaces us with what they want. And we do that as the older people. We do that too much because we're complicit with them. And I'm changing this to something that it's not. So, all right. What is it that you do with I'm great cry.
Oh, Brother Box, it's been a long time. It's like a family reunion.
And to see our community grow in the right way, this is what we need. And all of us so-called leaders aren't willing to help guide and mentor the bright ones, because the bright ones are competition. The bright ones are a threat, but not to Amelia. All right. Only to some of us with low professional self-esteem and fake integrity and character are you a threat. So what is it that you do with Reinvest Toledo? Let me put my glasses back on. All right.
Well, as I said, I'm one of the project coordinators for Raise Voices 2.0.
Yeah.
And this project is inviting tenants to learn more about their rights and elevate their voices through hands-on experiences centered around housing advocacy.
Okay, why is that even important? Because most people will say that you get what you get regarding housing, regarding where you live. And most people believe that, well, they should know. Why is it important that people know that they have an advocate in you?
I think it's important that people know about advocacy and know about their rights, because there are a lot of tenants in Toledo, Ohio, and there's limited housing stock, not only in Toledo, but nationwide. And so people need to be informed of what their rights are when they are renting.
But, and I'm just being the avocational advocate because this is what I've heard on the street. I've heard people say, well, why are you going to tell them? The landlord to tell them if it's something that they need to know. So, and I've heard that why should we push back on that idea that if the landlord, if if the landlord knows, he would tell me or she would tell me because, hey,
I think we should push back on that because that's putting a lot of faith in somebody else. The information is out there. And with Raise Voices 2.0, we want to help people access that information. We want to inform them on the legislation that is impacting these technically financial agreements that they are signing. Housing is so important. Everybody needs or should want a place to go and live, but you should be informed about what you're getting into when you're signing a financial document, and you shouldn't be depending upon other people to tell you what's in that document.
Are our legislators a part of this? Is there something that we could do to get involved with some of our state representatives that may be a part of creating some legislation so that to keep tenants aware or keep tenants safe?
What I would say to that is I know legislators are involved in Raise Voices directly. What we are doing is we are helping people develop those advocacy skills so they can go out there and engage with those legislators, right? But with the strategy in mind, with things that they know that need to change or that they want to change in the communities where they live.
So you teaching the people the tools that they need instead of just saying, hey.
Instead of depending on somebody else to give you
all right. That's
different. We don't teach people how to fish. We're not giving them fish. We teaching them how to fish. We giving you the fishing pole.
See, most groups don't even want that. They want to have everyone dependent upon them. And you're out here teaching people to advocate for themselves.
Absolutely.
Rather than to wait for me or Jody to come along.
Absolutely.
Wow. All right. So how did you get involved in this, and what do you get out of this?
I got involved in Reinvest Toledo in 2024 when I was interning. I was getting my master's in social work at Bowling Green State University. Shout out Falcons.
Okay.
All right. Love UT, but shout out BG.
That's all good.
Brown and green, brown and orange.
Okay. All right. Well, fine.
Anyway,
we can change that too for you. All right.
It's okay. And then I get the privilege of being a connector and meeting new people in my community and helping my community. That's what I get out of it.
All right. So, how would someone that wants to learn about this program and what you do, how would they contact you? How would they find out?
We have a flyer on Facebook. We are actively recruiting participants right now. We are looking for people 18 and older. It is not just limited to people that live in apartments. You can live in a home as well and still come and be a part of it and learn what the rights are. If you're a landlord, we would like for you to come out and be involved as well. We're actively looking for people to join right now. My email is brittany.reinvest@gmail.com.
Okay, and later on, Jody and our top shelf tech team is going to put that in however they do it. All right.
Okay.
I'm sure they will, or they just
you'll see like the little one pager flyer come up.
Yeah,
I'll send it to you.
Okay, cool, and we'll share it. We'll make sure we share it on our page.
Thank you.
All right. Self-care is an important part of what we do.
Absolutely.
What is it that you do to bring it all in at the end of the day?
I like to listen to meditation. I like to listen to meditations. I try to go to the gym. And I admittedly, I like to watch TV too.
Okay. All right. So what are you streaming?
Industry. I love Industry. It's on HBO.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to hit you for your username. All right, that's how I get. That's exactly how I get down. All right. Man, they probably mute that because I said, all right, Jody. All right. All right. 3 things that you're grateful for, Brittany.
I am grateful to be born because I feel like I'm living in interesting times. I am grateful to be Black each and every day of my life. I'm grateful for my family and my siblings, Thomas, Amanda, Latricia. Hi, y'all.
Hey, what's up, Latricia? and the others. All right, that's the only name I remember. Man, we gonna get kicked off this thing.
No, Brother Washington,
all
I'll
right.
be right here.
Would you be willing to come back and
Absolutely.
and man, this is family. This is Amelia. This is a beautiful homecoming.
Yes.
For us at CSRN, and most times our brilliant young, they get left out and they lose hope. And then we blame them because I'm going to turn it into something that it's not, but I can't help it. And then we blame them after we broke them because we ignore them, we neglect them. We know how to practice indifference, Amelia, to our young people, and when they succumb to mental health challenges, drugs, or whatever it is, because of our non-involvement with them, we will blame them. And we had a hand in that. So I thank you, because man, if the other side got Brittany, it'd be lights out for us. We got some brilliant young people, and I know that they're watching. They watch them at an early age, Amelia, and they pick them off in junior high school and put them on that track. And you wonder, man, because if we neglect them and then we upset when they're against us, it's us. So thank you. This is
for bringing us together.
This is
Thank
a good.
you.
This is
amazing.
This is about the best it gets right here. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back with Reinvest Toledo. This is
Thank you so much for having me, brother.
Oh, this is awesome. All right. There is hope. All right.
Definitely.
All right. We may have to change the whole format from gloom and doom to
Till
hope.
we rise.
Oh, till
we rise.
Okay. You should be writing this down, Jody. Hey, this is the CSRN podcast, our weekend review. We'll be right back.
Audio Jungle.
All right, we are back. This is the CSRN podcast, our weekend review. You know what, Jody? Tonight is Reinvest Toledo night at CSRN. All right, so we've had this the Reinvest ticker that's going on all night. So if you tune in, you know it's about Reinvest Toledo. We had Amelia Gibbons here. We had Lori, we had Brittany, and we're going to, before I even give it away to mention her name, we're going to allow her to introduce herself as we do, what she's wearing and what we're talking about. So, hey, let's go. Who are you? What are you wearing today?
Hello.
All right. And what are we talking about?
Well, my name is Sharday Moss, and I am wearing a green sweatshirt with butterflies on it and some blue jeans.
All right, so what are we talking about?
So today we are talking about Reinvest Toledo's voter education project, which is the Power Tour.
Okay.
Yeah, so the Power Tour is a project that gives Toledo residents the opportunity to combine the arts with civic engagement.
Okay, I've never heard of arts and civic engagement, but I'm with it, even though I've never heard those two words together.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, think about, the music that empowers us throughout different movements.
Okay.
Or
right. All right, I'm already there. All right,
Yeah,
I'm there.
yeah.
I see what you did there. Okay.
Yes, you got it.
I'm gonna say thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What do we hope to come out of the Power Tour?
So this
is great.
this year, this is our second time doing it.
Okay.
And this year we are looking for 18 to 24-year-old young leaders.
Okay.
Who already have a interest and a gift for photography, music, visual art, poetry, and who just that want to learn how to take that and use that as a way to elevate their voice. And so what we're doing is we're going to have workshops where there will be a facilitator who's already kind of doing that work, guiding them through creating their own project. And then later on in the year, they will be able to show that to the rest of the community.
All right. And man, that is it. It helps young people so much when they have somebody behind them. Most times young people are out finding their own way of what to display and how to display it. But to have a platform like the Power Tour that's inviting them to hone their crafts. They already know that they have something.
Yeah.
And it's hardly ever, man, I keep looking at Amelia, but there's hardly anyone that's looking for the youth, not to exploit them, but to help build the craft. And if they're with Amelia, it's a great chance they're going to get some wisdom sprinkled in there.
Yes.
And I think that's where a lot of our leaders are found too,
of course,
in the creative arts. All right.
Yes.
All right. So what is it that you do creative?
So I am a singer-songwriter, and I also do like some creative directing.
Okay. When did you know that? When did you know that you were talented? When did you know that I'm her? When did that moment happen?
I would say very, very young, because it was just something that naturally I enjoyed and I could do.
Yeah.
You go through things where it's like, okay, am I really a singer? Am I this or am I that? Because you're basing it on others like interpretations of success.
Right.
But it's like, yes, I am, because this is what I do for me first.
Yeah.
And then for everybody else next. Like if nobody else ever hears it, or if I never create anything else, I'm still a singer. I'm still a songwriter.
So what would you say your strong? No. Yeah, I want to ask it. Then I want to ask, what's it like working with Amelia? But what's your strong point? All right, is it songwriting? Is it singing? Is it directing? What is yours and what and why? I love talking to creative people. I love talking to creative people.
I'm going to say singing and songwriting, because people who have heard me sing, they say how I emote or sing, touches them.
Yeah.
But it's also when they listen to the words, they feel something there too.
Okay. What is it like working with? Man, I wish I worked with Amelia. I would have turned out so much better. All right, I would. I'm telling you. I mean, I don't think I was talented young, but I could have just been washing her car or something, going to the store for her. All right, well, I don't know, getting her biscuit in the hedges. Oh, that's cigarettes from back in the day. Y'all would not know about that. What is it like working with Amelia?
It's great. Like, I first met Miss Amelia when I was a part of a program that was geared towards helping young Black leaders like find their voice, and she was my mentor in that. And so that was what, like 6-7 years ago.
Oh wow.
2016. It was in
Ooh-wee.
2016.
A lot going on in 2016,
Yeah.
Jody. All right.
And so it just started with spending a little bit of time with her a few times a month. And then I told her, like, I don't know how, but I have this interest in blending what I do for work as far as like helping people and advocacy with the arts. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I want to get there.
Do you know Jody?
Yes, Jody was actually in the first Power Tour.
Okay,
Yes.
so what year was this? Was this in 2012? And I didn't know about the power. Oh man, see, it be your own people, Amelia. Man, Jody is. He's beautiful.
Yes,
He is.
yes.
All right,
Great.
look, I'll be crying talking about everybody. Sade, I'll be crying talking about you next. I remember I met Sade today. Oh man, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
All right.
And so now here's that opportunity to do that.
This is man. All right.
But 10 years later.
All right.
So working with her, she hears you and what your strong suits are and what your interests are, and then she finds a way to provide opportunities for you to be able to do that and build your leadership skills and your network. Yeah.
I think Amelia making it to heaven just based on that right there. I'm gonna have to be close to her, all right? Because I'm gonna have to be close. Hey, where are you going? All right. Hey, listen, it's almost 7:30. I think they're going to be flicking the lights on and off.
Okay.
I got a couple of things that I need to do,
Okay.
but I got to chop it up with you on self-care. What is it that you do as a creative person? How do you balance that off?
So I like to do anything creative. Like just this past weekend, I went to a glow-in-the-dark splatter paint place and was just able to take a canvas and throw paint on it in the dark and make something of it, see what comes out of it. So just doing things creatively with no
a glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, look, we should not be judging on here. All right. We should not. But what we said on our on our opening and stuff. No. Okay. Black. All right. Glow in the dark splatter paint. Okay. That tracks. That tracks.
Yes,
All
yes,
right. All right.
yes.
It's all good.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure Jody knows about that. I'll show you. Yeah, brother. Watch that. I was at a splatter paint. Hey, all right, Jody. All right, good for you. All right. Lastly, 3 things that you're grateful for, Sade. What would those 3 things be?
3 things that I'm grateful for: my creativity and my village. My family and friends. And then I would have to say my ability just to find joy in the simple things.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to come back and when it's close time to the Power Tour?
Yes.
To talk about it, and maybe we can. I don't know if we. Well, do some recruiting online for those creative young people that feel that, hey, listen, this is your opportunity to connect with people that aren't going to use you.
Yes.
They want to pour into you. They want to build you. They want to promote you. They want to coach and inspire. And we don't get that often. We never get that, especially in the world that we do live today.
Yeah, definitely. And right now we're actually looking to hear from young leaders to know what issues are important to them. Because the other part of our programming is going to be providing opportunities for them to develop their self-advocacy skills with town halls and roundtables. Yeah.
And you're going to be asking young people, most of the time we just tell them what they need to be concerned about. No,
they already know. Like we created this world that they had no say in.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
We want them to know now that they have the power to make change.
All right, because we definitely aren't going to. I'm not making it something that it's not, but some of us as older adults, we're committed to not changing, And I tell young people at one point, I want you to lose faith in us because year after year, we don't produce greatness. We keep things the same. And it's the same because it's the way we want it.
Yeah.
And I'm saying we, like I'm a part of it, but I'm not. But I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
No, stick with Amelia. All right. And lastly, before we take a break, and I've got somebody else that I want to hear from. I've never seen anyone with the type of depth on her bench. All right. And I'm sure that there's some others in the hopper, all right, that she ain't told me about. Or else I'll be like, hey, y'all need to be with me, though. But I love her, man. I love her. Thank you, Sade.
Thank you.
I look forward to hearing from you in the Power Tour and Reinvest. I had no idea. I had no idea. I've heard of the name. I think I may have saw Montrese somewhere. But whatever anybody have told me about Reinvest did not do it any justice until you see the actual people that are working with Amelia. And what I've learned today from you is just scratching the surface. Really, for real.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to seeing you. We're going to take a short break. I've got one more guest, and then we're going to bring Jody on for 5 minutes of heat. This is the CSRN podcast, our week in review. We'll be right back.
Audio Jungle. All right, we are back. This is the CSRN podcast, our week in review. Jody, I don't know if we've had a night where we've been able to have stellar guest after stellar guest. And tonight we have one of my best community friends ever. I like to have BFFs. So this is my best community friend ever.
Thank you.
Yeah, if you could introduce yourself and what are we talking about today?
My name is Tanya Duran, and I am talking about the Junction Coalition. We are having a pollution event at the Frederick Douglass Center at noon on Saturday, and I would like the people come out and support.
All right, what I'm going to do, let me see if I can share it on our,
I'm going to share it on our screen. Let's see if I can get this. I don't know. Yeah, we're working it out. Let's see. Let's work it out. All right, we're going to share that on our screen. Let's see. I'm going to go to the Junction Coalition Facebook page. All right, and bring up that flyer. Let's see if we can add it to the stage. All right, I've got it right there. This is, this is this Saturday.
This Saturday.
Yeah, it's Saturday. It's a Solution to Pollution presentation event.
Correct.
All right. And it said that this is at Frederick Douglass Community Center. And shout out to the Frederick Douglass Community Center. Why do you think this event is important and that people should check it out?
I know a lot of people don't realize that, we do deal with a lot of health issues, and people, everybody see, I always deal with issues with kids.
Yeah.
We deal with issues with adults, the senior population. But one of the things that we really don't talk is about our earth. And then we live here. We have to take care of here. And one of the things that we don't really talk about is the environment.
That is true. That's true.
I always tell kids we need to learn to survive our environment. And I'm talking about street environment.
Yeah, I got you.
But then when I joined the Junction Coalition, one of the things I didn't really understood was the health environment, the pollution environment, the water environment. And
that's right.
And it was like, that's the decaying of the earth.
That's right.
And then us as people, we drink that water. And then we want to know what we're drinking.
You're right. That's right. All right. So the Junction Coalition, the executive director is
Alicia Smith.
All right. What's it like working with Alicia, and man, how does she make a big difference?
A lot of people didn't realize that I had changed jobs, and I've been at the coalition just for a few weeks.
Okay.
I wanted to revamp myself, and I've always been a great leader.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that Alicia has been training me to be a better leader. And I thought I knew everything. You know me, I'm a little cocky.
Yeah. I can vouch for that. Yeah.
I'm a little cocky, but what she has grounded me on learning the proper ways of paperwork, and then how fast these grants are drying up. And a lot of people are Junction Coalition, you got a lot of money. No, we got denied for so many grants, and people don't know the whole picture. People just assume that we're Junction Coalition, we got money.
Right.
And no, we don't. And then one of the things is I am co-hosting the Alicia versus Everybody on October 10th, one of our biggest fundraisers, celebrating 10 years for the Junction Coalition.
Wow.
10 years. And then one of the things is I told Alicia today at the staff meeting, I said, Alicia, if they sponsor $5,000, they get to dunk you in the dunk booth. She's like, Tanya, I said, sure, I'm gonna go make some money.
I just got a message. Are you still live too?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, all right. So welcome everybody to Tanya's Live. We're right here at the Mott Branch Library. We're talking about the Junction Coalition. And if you know Tanya has been a leader in our community for quite some time. So now Tanya has teamed up with another mover and shaker, and that's Alicia Smith. And we're talking about Alicia versus everybody. Hey, look, I don't want to be everybody. I want to be with Alicia, all right, because Alicia's going to win if it's Alicia versus everybody. All right, so one of the things that we do as we close out, we always ask everyone, what do they do for self-care? What is it that you do, Tanya, to relax and rebalance at the end of the day or at the end of the week?
One of the things that Alicia makes the whole staff do is take time for yourself. And she makes us pencil that in our schedule. Like, Tanya, how many hours are you taking for yourself? Tanya, you need to take a day. because I'm always doing something. Because a lot of people don't realize after 35 years, I'm still coaching.
Right.
And they're like, "You're still coaching?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm still coaching." And she's like, "Tanya, what day do you take off?" And I was like, "None. I've never took a day off." And she's like, I know, but you need to start taking care of yourself. And what happened was, back in November, I was in a really serious car accident. I thought I was gone.
Mm,
And then I said that made me wake up and say, no, I need to start taking care of myself.
that's right.
And then because I want to be around for a while. And so Alicia makes sure that I'm not allowed to work on Sundays. No work schedule. Don't take no work. Don't do no work. She said, Tanya, you have one day. I said, can I at least go to church?
That's great. All
I
right.
go to GCDC, and Pastor Art Battles is one of the great pastors in the city.
All right. Lastly, 3 things that you're grateful for.
I'm grateful for my family at GCDC, who has helped me come through a betrayal that nobody knows about, that kept quiet. And nobody knows my side of the story, why I left the Belief Center. And I'm grateful that, that the Belief Center is still up and running.
That's beautiful.
And because these kids, we can't do it all by ourselves.
That's right.
And the third thing I'm grateful for is I'm really grateful for learning to relive life, enjoying my kids, enjoying my grandkids, and actually taking vacations.
All right.
Like that's something, as a single parent for 30 years, a lot of people don't realize we take care of everybody else but us.
Yeah, that's true.
We do. We take care of everybody else but us.
Right.
And I actually enjoy taking time.
All right. So we got to get out of here. We are talking about the Junction Coalition and the Solution to Pollution presentation event. That's going to be this Saturday, Frederick Douglass Community Center from 12. Is it 12 to 4?
12 to 4.
12 to 4. Man, get there. And we're going to share this, Jody, on our page, too, to let everybody know that the Junction Coalition is doing good works. Hey, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back with Jody in 5 minutes of heat. This is the CSRN podcast, our weekend review. It's awesome seeing you.
Yeah, nice to see you too.
All right, we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Now you can get the same uncompromising truth you've come to expect from the Final Call newspaper on all your connected devices. Subscribe to the Final Call Digital Edition today. Go to subscribe.finalcalldigital.com.
All right.
In the other direction.
All right. Hey, family, we are back getting things together. This has been probably one of the best shows that we've had in quite some time, or probably, yes. Yeah. All right. Hey, listen, one of the things that we do is when we close out, so we're just jumping right from the guest to close out is with 5 minutes of heat. We've learned, we came up with that term based on an old Houdini song that was a rap group
and they had a song called 5 Minutes of Funk. And that in true CSRN tradition, we take the things from what we've learned from the past and remix it. So we close out with creative expression. And man, we are so pressed for time today. We didn't share any of our updates, Black Lives Matter moments. We'll just repurpose those for next week. Jody, what do you have for us today with 5 minutes of heat?
Well, 5 minutes of heat, it being Women's Month, so we're going to do Mom, and also as I subsequently go across different open mics of the city, that will be the main piece outside of everything. But real quick, even though I'm not doing updates, there are about 7 or 8 new authors in the city of Toledo. So even though it's on my page and you can see the video of how to get your book into the library system, I'm going to be rolling around with these. So if I see you at an event, this is the submission form. You take this to the main library, and then you get your book in the library system.
All right.
So I want to shout out Mo Poetry Phillips. I got my copy for my daughter because I got the original copy of the Holding the Circle Community-Centered Support for Suicidal Youth. This is a book in the school curriculum of Alaska, my second book in the school curriculum for mental health and healing. I got 3 poems in here, 3 poems in the last one, but I did say when I had it physically in my hand, I would let y'all all see. So
beautiful.
If you contact me or contact Mo Poetry Phillips from Arts Equity Collective, then you'll be able to get your book mailed to your house too. There's a lot of good work in here, a lot of breaking down of the schisms and everything. And this is a piece before I started writing the childhood trauma series dedicated to my mother, who is now in libraries and museums and books. And when I travel all around the world, she is getting to complete that journey she didn't in her lifetime. Me. So, Mom, getting side-eye looks.
Yeah.
But I hope you're enjoying again. Forewarning, if you have lost somebody or something like that, this piece will hurt, but it is good. So, Mom, let's begin. Peace. Sometimes, yes, sometimes, when I'm just getting up and life is a little bit foggy, I can remember, yes, remember the perfume you wore. If I concentrate hard enough, I can just see a smile looking down on me, reminding me that everything will be okay. When the nights are cold and I feel alone, I can just imagine the kisses you left on my cheek. But I don't remember your voice anymore. I can't remember the strength it gave me as a child. I've heard so many voices and so many sounds that pierce different parts of me. Even if I've only heard them once. It's like a memory you can't hold on to. Those 5 seconds, 5 seconds where you're so immersed in your dream, and then it's gone. This memory that was so vivid, complex, and filled with life is now a scattered screen of shattered pixels, just daring you to find a pattern. Sadly, I've become numb to the outside sources. They just don't fit the pitch, the pitch I'm looking for. And even though I know that sound can never be repeated, I still remember your face, the favorite food you loved, the artist you would blast loudly as you rapidly cleaned the house. I can even remember your nickname for me. But the vibrations in which you spoke escaped me. I still carry a picture. It has never left my side, reminding me that no matter where I go, I will always have a piece of you. A recorded piece of history of the woman, the woman that gave me life. And even when my heart feels like giving up, I can look at my wallet, where the most valuable piece of parchment I own is a picture of you and me. Love you, Mom. Miss you, Mom. It's not poetry. No, it's not poetry. It's the thoughts, yes, thoughts in my head that I've only shared with the people who care. In peace.
And as always, we snap our fingers, brother. That's a powerful, powerful poem. And man, big shout out to Reinvest Toledo, Tanya Duran, Junction Coalition. Check them out this weekend at the Frederick Douglass Community Center for Solution to Pollution, 12 to 4. And as always, all lives can't matter until what? Black lives matter. And Black lives can't matter until all Black lives matter. Justice or else?
Yeah.
Peace.